ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Hearers of this program might have noticed some inconsistency in the commentary on the final rig in the last session, which was a Vishnu Stuti. Please note the correct commentary, which is as follows. Ayo Vivaya 156.5. Vishnu is the best among doers of noble deeds and is shining with knowledge. He comes to an enlightened soul who is a performer of good deeds for accepting his offerings. That Creator, manifesting in three different states, gives knowledge to a noble man and establishes a preacher of knowledge in a part of Ruta. Suktam 157. Om. In this session, we will be first analyzing two Ashwina Suktas from sage Dirghatamas in Jagati and Trishtup Chandasas. In this Sukta, Ashwins can be most appropriately Paramatma Jivatma combination. Abodhyaknirjama 157.1. Agni is kindled on the earth. The sun rises up. The magnificent Usha dawn encompasses the world with her pleasant radiance. O Ashwins, please harness your chariot for your journey. May the brilliant soul of the sun arouse the world in different ways. Their chariot is drops of Soma, flowing essence of Atma. 157.2. Yet Yunjathe. When Ashwins harness their chariot, which is shower of all kinds of wealth, our strength is enhanced with sweet drinks and water streams. In our daily life's battle, they favor us with knowledge. May we acquire wealth in this battlefield. Paramatma Jivatma combination, showerer of vigor, wealth, strength, and happiness on sacrificers. Seer of the Sukta is praying for knowledge, objective as well as subjective. 157.3. Arvang Trichakro. Ashwin's vehicle is equipped with 3 wheels. It carries sweet articles, is fast as a swift horse, has 3 seats for charioteers, and is rich. It gives delight to all and hence is well praised. May it come towards us. May Ashwins bring health and happiness to our bipeds and quadrupeds. Of the 3 seats, the front seat may be for Ahambhava or Vaishwanara, and the 2 rear seats for Paramatma and Jivatma. Presence of Ashwins in the body of a living being ensures its health and well-being. The 3 wheels are indicative of movement and are meant for the 3 bodies, one for each. Body of the Ashwins is the chariot for moving from one living body to another. Ashwins move by means of drops of spiritual soma. Anu Ama Urjam 157.4. O Ashwins, please bring us vigor, inspire us with sweet words, prolong the span of our lives, wipe out all our sins, destroy all ill feelings, and be our companion always. Of course, this may not need any explanation. 157.5. Ivam ha garbham jagatishu dhatto. O showerers of happiness, Ashwins, upholding the embryo of the universe within yourself, you set one end of the universe on the earth. You set the other end yourself. You set in motion the creation of fire on the earth with water and trees of the forest. Ashwins pervade all forms in the universe as cause and effect. The cause marks one end, the beginning. The other end is the effect. Ashwins set in motion manifestation of other forms of matter between the earth and the space, namely air, energy and water. 157.6. Yuvam ha stho. O Ashwins, you are known to be wiping out diseases in association with physicians. You are the best among all charioteers. You are very powerful indeed. The praiser you uphold offers oblations to you with utmost concentration. Ashwins are said to be presiding deity of all physicians. They move from one living creature's body to another continuously as Paramatma Jivatma twin. Another Ashwin Sukta follows. 158 Suktam. Same sage Virkhatama Rishi, Chandas is Trushtup and Anushtup. Vasu Rudra Purumantu 158.1. O showerers of happiness, Ashwins, you are givers of horses, homes, you are all consuming, you are philosophers and guides of many and are augmenters of knowledge. Please establish us for accomplishing our noble desires. O the destroyers of miseries, a follower of the righteous path invokes you. You give him all kinds of wealth and admirable protection. Ashwins can be considered as Paramatma Jivatma twin here also. Qualities attributed to Ashwins in this circle are applicable to this Atma combination. 158.2. O Ashwins, who gives oblations to you for gaining good intellect? Who upholds this earth endowed with much wealth and habitats for all living creatures? You only make us enjoy happiness and go about everywhere as we wish with bountiful shining wealth and intelligent minds. Answer to the first question is seer of the Sukta, and for the second question is Ashwins. Yukto ha yadvam 158.3. When required, on your own strength, you engage your vehicle in the middle of the sea for a forceful work. May you come to us with your protective powers for our protection like a mighty hero on swiftly running steeds. 158.4. These rugs may not require any additional explanation. Vastuti 158.4. O Ashwins, let these sincere glorifications save me, an expert in doing proper deeds. May degrading bad character and education not prevail over good education and reputation. When attached to you, let not the fire of grief consume me like a highly devastating fire, consuming dry wood and grass very easily. 158.5. Nama Garanadyo. Let not the mother-like rivers trouble me in any way. May my attendants not annoy me, who is confined to righteous path. May an attendant who creates trouble for me, who extends physical, mental and spiritual happiness to all, hurt his head and judge himself. Last ruk in this sukta, Dirghatama Mamateyo 158.6. A person like me, who is suffering from ignorance, remained in darkness for a long time. The person who fulfills the objectives of a sage, who radiates wisdom and who is knower of truth, becomes a charioteer to lead people to Brahman, namely birthlessness. Thus he concludes his studies on Ashwins. We will go to Suktam 159 from sage Dirghatamas on Dyava Prathivi, this time in Jagadi Chanda. Pradyava Yajneye Prathivi. The space and earth are promoters of Ruta, are sources of great knowledge in sacrifices, are excellently glorified by enlightened souls, who are like the sons to other enlightened persons. May they adorn us with excellent wealth of all kinds most willingly. The space and earth are two basic elements of nature and hence upholders of its laws. They lead people to self-knowledge. Udamanye Pituradruho 159.2. I shall recall to my mind by these Vedic hymns the excellent mind of the Father, namely the space, which is free from malice and is his own by nature, and also that of the mother. The space and earth are like father and mother to us. May they take our minds, may they make our minds vast and eternal with their strength and acceptable attributes. Objective knowledge about the space and earth may lead one to self-knowledge, which is boundless in the gross sense. It is beyond the space and time. However, the space and earth sustain this material universe. They also show us the direct path to non-dual self. 159.3. Te Suvinava Swapasa. Those sons who are of noble conduct and are performers of noble deeds knew the attributes of their parents, namely the space and earth, for acquiring knowledge of their origin. The space and earth protect the dwellings of all immovable and movable objects as well as the true path from diversity to the non-dual self. Se Mayinu Mamire 159.4. Highly intelligent, learned men knew the space and earth and also their origin. They are like twin sisters coming out of the same womb and residing in the same house. Wise poets generate new and ever new knowledge about the space, the atmosphere, and also about what goes on inside the oceans. Non-dual self is the womb of all forms of matter, from space onwards to the earth. This knowledge led them to the cause of their birth. They are being considered as twin sisters on that count. Intelligent, sage-like poets express the information that they generated by intuition through Vedic hymns. These hymns are intuitive perceptions and not composition of human minds. 159.5. Last ruk in the Sukta. Tat Radho Adya. We pray today for that desirable wealth in this world, which is created by that brilliant Creator. May the space and earth, with their good knowledge, bestow on us that gross wealth, such as dwellings, food, hundreds of cows and others. This risk is self-explanatory. We go to another Devaprithivi Suktam from the same sage Dirghatama in Jagadi Chanda. Suktam 160. Tehi Devaprithivi 160.1. The space and earth diffuse happiness on all. They strictly adhere to Rita and upholds all the worlds, including the sun, atmosphere, and all living creatures. They are of auspicious origin, are intelligent and knowledgeable. They support the brilliant sun who moves as per the dictates of the Creator. This and the next truth may not require any additional explanation. Uryuvyachasa Mahini 160.2. The space and earth are vast and great. Like father and mother, they protect all born beings in an inexhaustible and comprehensive manner. The same space and earth, who have within them infinite visible forms, preserve these worlds along with these forms like father and mother. 160.3. Savagni Putra Pitro. The sun, Agni, energy of the parents of the space and earth, is the purifier of the world, and he is intelligent. He purifies all embodied beings with his wisdom. He activates the sun, noble speech, admirable vitality, strength, and that pure water of his parents every day or on all days. Agni, the soul of energy, is present as the sun in the space and as fire on the earth. Fire, air, and water are known to be purifiers. Agni promotes all activities in the universe. Ayam Devanam 160.4. I glorify that most active doer of noble deeds of the other shining elements, and who generates the space and earth with his delighting powers. With his wonderful wisdom and actions, he establishes and protects them, the space and earth, with constant support powers. Absolute base of this manifested universe is Atma, the Self. That is the origin, is a sustainer and destroyer of all forms in the universe. But intrinsically, ignorance of birthlessness is the real cause of the birth of this universe. This can be termed as Mahamaya or great illusion. 160.5, the last stroke in the sutta, Teno Grinane Mahini, glorified by us in this way, the vast space and earth give us abundant food and vast lands. May we enhance the strength of mankind on all days. Oh, the space and earth, please infuse in us more of great strength and admirable vigor. This now we go to Suktam 161. It is again by Sayyid Dirghatama on Rubhva. Chandas is Jagadi and Trushtu. Most structures in this sukta carry hidden meanings, so it requires lot of thinking and meditation. 161.1 Kimu Shreshtham Kim Yavishto Kimu Shrestha Kim Yavishto O Agni, we shall not revile on a brother scholar who is active and is coming from a noble family and who showers on us happiness like a rain showering cloud. Who is the best? Who is the youngest? With whom we should communicate? With whom you should communicate? How do we know who comes to us with a message? Seer of the Sukta is asking these questions to Agni, the unifier of all, about Rubhus, who are supposed to be ancient scientists and engineers who became world famous by their actions. 161.2 Ekam Chamasam Chatura. O experts in archery or intelligence, when enlightened souls tell you about a cloud, you get to know about it and you do that quickly, whatever you are asked to do. With the knowledge of the four forms of matter, air, fire, water and earth, you accomplish your works and you become sacrifice worthy. The cloud stands for ignorance about birthless Brahman. Four forms of matter came out or manifested from ignorance, Mahamaya. Agnim Dudam Prati, 161.3. O brother scholar, when you tell a messenger who shines like Agni that a horse is to be made to move faster, a vehicle is to move more quickly, the speech is to be made more refined, and big and vast works are to be undertaken, then following the two, he and his instructions we accomplish these tasks. Ordinary persons can accomplish a complicated task only through instructions and guidance from an expert in this respective field. 161.4 Chakruvamsa. O geniuses and doer of noble deeds, I ask you some questions. Who is the messenger of truth? That comes to us. Where did he go? When did the Creator divide the cloud into four and bring out the elements, air, fire, water and earth? Only later he caused the manifestation of living forms on different parts of the earth. Seer of the Sukta is asking these questions to scientists and engineers of those ancient times, thinking that they may know answers to these questions. 161.5 Hanamaina. The Creator says, "We shall destroy the people who ill-treat the cloud and other elements created by the Creator." When people gather together in the extraction of born products, the mother calls these products by different names, and different persons are also identified by different names. Men who do not know that all physical objects are made of these 5 forms of matter are as good as dead wood. Each object is identifiable by its form and name. Indru Hari Yuye. 161.6 Indra harnessed his spiritual light rays, Ashwins their chariots, and Lord of Wisdom acquired knowledge of all diverse beings on the earth. A genius, a man of sharp intellect, and a rich man go to these resplendent beings with their own all-pervading powers, get to know the holy part of enjoyment. Indra stands for universal manifested self, Ashwins for Paramatma Jivatma twin. Chariot implies a living creature's body. Wise, industrious men get to know about enjoyment through Indra, Ashwins, etc. Name enjoyment implies bliss. 161.7 Nischarmano. O expert archers or architects, with the battle shield you take possession of our lost land. With your intelligence you repair old and worn out objects and make them young and active. From one power plant you produce another similar plant. Harnessing these power plants to your vehicle, you go to resplendent beings. Some achievements of Rubhus are listed in this book. 161.8 Idam udakam pivate. O expert archers or architects, you tell the people, drink this water, or drink this water purified by munja grass. If you are not desirous of anything, you be accelerated in the 3rd stage of bliss, in the emancipated state. A physician or scientist may tell the people what to drink for gaining any particular physical benefit. If they are not interested in that, seer of the Sukta is saying that they should strive to attain the blissful state. Apo Bhuishtha. 161.9 Among these architects, one said that water is preeminent, another said that fire is most preeminent, and the third said it to be the earth. Who is ready, because earth is ready to get hurt for the sake of others. All of them are telling the truth when they divide the cloud. Among the 4 elements, air, water, etc., manifesting from ignorance, there is no question of superiority between them. 161.10 Sronamega Udakam. A man brings water to a fertile land. Another throws away the flesh got by killing an animal. And the third gets out excreta from a patient who approaches him. In the same way, parents do such service to their sons. A farmer, a non-meat-eating sacrificer, or a physician, all of them do service to human beings. In the same way, parents bring up children to perform different deeds in their later life. Parents could be the space and earth. 161.11 Udvatsvasma Agrunodana, leader of men, desiring our welfare, made plants and grass to grow on leader of men, desiring our welfare, made plants and grass to grow on higher lands and water to settle down on lower lands. Wise men do not take away anything belonging to others, even if it is found in an unoccupied house. If any such thing comes to them, they go to its real master and give it to them. Leader of men implies sustainer of the universe. No further clarification may be necessary on this ruk. 161.12 Sammidya. O men, you look from all sides this world of born beings and tell us, where are the parents of these creations? You should always speak sweet words even to persons who talk angrily with you and takes arms against you. Do not curse him. This ruk is self-explanatory. 161.13 Sushuvamsa. 161.13 The geniuses put the question to a man sleeping in ignorance. Do you know who is the cause of this rays of the sun, which can never be concealed? Ignorant man points to the air and says, it is the cause. At the end of the year, or on that day itself, depending upon the intelligence level of the sleeping man, they reveal this knowledge, which is as follows. An ignorant man may think that sun's rays come from atmospheric air. He never sees the sun nor the cause of manifestation of the sun. A wise man may be able to correct him in one day or in 1 year, depending upon the level of his ignorance. Divayanti Maruto. Last ruk in this sukta, 161, and last ruk for the day. Divayanti Maruto. Electromagnetic radiation comes from the space. From earth, energy associated with fire is born. This air or wind you pointed out moves in the atmosphere. Water is known to come from oceans or from atmosphere. Desiring to favor you, these preserve your strength. Seer of the Sukta answers his question asked in an earlier ruk in this Sukta. We close our session for today. Viramastavat.